Alright, Mega Von YouTube, how's it going? This is Poteen going. I'm a little sick, so if my voice kind of gives out, I apologize. It might be a little off. So I am doing Lord of the Rings online again. I'm going to be doing the rework of the Hunter. This time it's going to be Redline. Redline is the Bowmaster. The Bowmaster is stationary, long-range hunter, dealing great damage. So, going to be more long range than the blue line that we saw earlier. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I don't believe so. But I'm going to be going through in this video, and I'll be timestamping it. I'll be going through the build, the class trait, the I think I'll do racials, and I'll do virtues. I will do the LIs this time because I did fix them all up, but the last two I don't think I did. And then I'll go through the rotation. Then we'll go fight, see how far in the dungeons we can get, and then hopefully, I don't know. I'll try to get to the second bosses, but the second bosses are brothers, and I think that's going to be very tough with Redline. But we'll see what we can do. I think we can take out the first boss for sure. So we'll see how far in the dungeons we can get. After that, I'll go over the recap of the rotations again, and then I'll end the video. But if you guys like this content, please don't forget to like and subscribe. It really does help out a ton. If you have any questions or anything that you suggest, maybe do something a little better or something. I do play all the classes, all the lines, so sometimes I do forget things. I also am not an expert in any one of them. So any pointers will absolutely help. But hopefully this will get people started where they need to be. All right. So to begin, Bowmaster as always. I'll just show you where I put my points. I'm going to be putting it in true shot. That's penetration shot damage. I'm going to be getting critical eye, which is 5% range critical chance. Fast draw. So any bow induction. So quick shot and long shot grant stacking bonus, which reduces the induction of tanks. So you'll see why I do the rotation I do. Oh, absolutely, by the way, this rotation was thought of and given to me by Antol. It may not be perfectly like his was, but it is very, very simple. So if you see him out on Twitch or on YouTube or in the game, please don't forget to say hello. So draw weight. So focus builder skills does more damage, and induction bow critical. That's also going to be important to what's going on here. Swift and true, so increases swift bow's damage. Also max rank gives swift bow a chance to generate additional. So that's going to be that one. I am not going to go into the Rain of Arrows. It is not a bad one, but I'm not really doing targets. I'm going to be even picking them off one by one. Bow of Righteousness. So intent concentration causes your bow skills to restore power for 15 seconds. That's going to be nice. Strength, so range damage is increased. Merciful shot, critical damage, and merciful and huntsman shot damage. Huntsman's comes out of your huntsman's thing, and that's a nice little rotation, but you can go into red after you go all the way to blue. Okay, this is the other one, Bodkin's Arrows. So this is focus builders do additional damage. Okay, so focus spenders and focus builders are now doing damage. So this is interesting. Hunter's Blood, what it does is it increases the damage of my blood arrow, but reduces the amount of healing I get. So, I mean, like if you're in blue line or even yellow line, you may not want to do that, but in red line, it's definitely going to be awesome. Deadly Precision, so obviously more focus. On a critical hit, you'll get a focus. That's kind of nice. All for the kill. Heartseeker leaves your target bleeding. All of your bleeds become more potent, so that's kind of nice. Long shot. So this is going to be your opener. Long shot does 20% more damage, but also 25% bonus focus chance. Upshot's going to be kind of your ender rotation, which you'll see my rotation what this does. This does additional damage, but it also does more damage for each focus point you have. So you want to try to get this focus as high as possible to use Upshot. And plant your feet. So this is kind of new. So while inducting, you take 20% less damage if you're just standing still. So that's kind of cool. I did dip in the blue. There is a barbed arrow that I am going to increase that, especially against these. These are going to be signature mobs. I am doing a 6-man instance, so having that bleed is going to be pretty nice against a lot of these bigger, heavier hitters. 5% range damage, so impact arrows I went into, and press onward. This is going to be the only heal you're going to receive, so you're going to want to use that. And I did go into blue to get it. Okay, so all the side traits here. Shoot to kill increases range damage by 10%. Hemorrhaging shot, so increases critical damage of all bow attacks. Strong bow penetrating shot costs 1 less focus. Swift shot has a chance to make merciful shot available. Heart Seeker, this is a big hitter. That's a nice opener because it does bleeds and it adds 5 focus. That's kind of nice. That's one I use when I'm opening against bosses, things like that. Burn High. I like to use this against bosses. It's just a big buff, 30% range damage and 25% range skill power cost. And then Marksman. So Heartseeker and Upshot's cooldowns are reduced by a certain amount of critical and devastating hits. So that's kind of nice. So that is the trait tree class traits. That's what I'm running with. We'll see how it works. Some of these don't even really matter, but I'm just going to go through them anyway. My ratios are Sylvan Shadows, Tactical Tactics and Conviction bonus, Friend of Man, Fate is increased. Eldar's Grace. So I may actually use this. We'll see what goes on, but it is one that's on my hot bar next to my pots. But it does do parry chance and partial parry mitigation, but it is a 30-minute cooldown. And the other one is Return to Rhythm. All right, for virtues. Virtues, I'm going all DPS. I'll just go crits. So Determination, that's going to give me agility, physical mastery rating, critical rating, and then my passive bonuses are physical mastery, and tactical mastery. Confidence, I'm going to be getting critical rating, finesse rating, evade rating, and then for my bonuses, physical mastery and tactical mastery. Valor, I'm getting physical mastery rating, finesse rating, critical rating, and then for my passive bonuses, physical and tactical mastery. Wit, finesse rating, critical rating, physical mastery, and then another for my bonuses would be physical and tactical mastery again. Zeal, might, physical mastery, critical rating, and then my physical and tactical mastery again. So that is for my virtues. Now, for my actual bow, or this is my sword, I'm using the sword. I'm going to be going Herald of the Serpent, so my agility is high, virtue or vitality and physical mastery. Single target attack damage, so single target attack damage is increased, physical and tactical mastery is increased. Then I'm doing Heartseeker damage, so Heartseeker damage is going to be increased and critical rating. Upshot damage, same thing. Upshot damage is increased and agility. And then I'm doing focus spender damage, which is going to, obviously, anything that is focus consuming skills will increase damage and critical rating. And then I'm doing Ascendant Lightning, which is also critical rating. Now for the bow, I'm mostly going to be kind of the same, except for, obviously, the masteries might be a little bit different. Our Herald, so Serpent again, so that's agility, vitality, and physical mastery. Single target critical, so obviously crits on single target and magnitude, and then critical rating. And then I'm doing ranged attack extension, so my ranged attack is extended, my physical attack mastery is increased. Quick shot focus chance, so a 20% chance. It's obviously going to change depending on your levels, but quick shot bonus focus application chance and evade rating is increased. And then focus builder, so my focus building skill damages will be increased, and agility. Then range skill, critical multiplier, obviously induction bow, critical multiplier, and focus bow, a critical multiplier with critical rating, and then ascendant lightning with critical rating again. All right, so now for the rotation. So for openers, if it's pretty heavy, I know it's going to be one of the ones that drops a worm. I want to use barbed arrow first, get that bleed rolling. Also adds focus. Long shot. And the reason is this is a focus add. So then I'm going to go to penetrating shot. So I'm getting a bonus on the focus adding, which is 2 of them. Then I'm getting another focus. And those are stacks. Then I'm getting another bonus, but also physical and tactical mitigation decrease or debuff for penetrating shot. Also, the cooldown is 0.5 seconds, so you will be using penetrating shot a lot. You can also do that on the move, which is pretty unique to the red line. They don't really move all that much. And if you're doing ones that have inductions, just set still, you get the 20% less damage. Then I'm doing quick shot, which also has a 20% chance to apply focus. This is also a focus builder. Then I'm following with blood arrow, which gives me 2% maximum morale back, but it has an increased damage of a lot. It's actually going to be increased by 80% because of my trait. Then upshot. That should take care of most. PvE, you won't even use the barbed arrow. You probably will just get into these three, maybe the fourth one. And then if still going on, I like to try to get improved swift bow. If people are near me, I'm going to go low cut because that's going to give me 3 focus right away, which I can obviously put into penetrating shot. Quick shot, you can also, because the induction is so fast, you can do this while you're moving also. These last twos you can do while you're moving if you wish to. If you want to do focus before, that's obviously one you can do, especially if you want to try to get upshot all the way to max. This one adds 5, so Heartseeker is an awesome opener against bosses. It has a huge bleed and a tremendous amount of damage. Also, if you get in trouble, Burn Hot is also another one for bosses. If you get in trouble, you can do Intent Concentration. This will max up your power, but also it'll give you 9 focus, which is huge. So this is kind of you get out of jail, especially getting stuff like this. Blind Side is going to be now an interrupt. Bard's arrow I do use if there's multiple targets. You will see me fear the first one and then kill the other ones. Just buys me some time. Press onward is going to be you get out of jail. It does increase speed and it heals you. Camouflage, enter in stealth while remaining still. That's another one that's going to kind of keep people off you. Okay, now this is another thing that's changed since the new rework of the Hunter. Bright Campfire is a wonderful non-combat power regen and morale. I can't actually express how powerful it is. It's super, super good, and you can heal super fast. To get diseases off me, I'm going to use Purge Poison. If I get dazed or stunned or rooted, I always have Cry of the Hunter. This also gives me a bubble of 1.2k. I think that's about it. So yeah, let's get started and see what goes on. And I'll keep talking as I'm going. So obviously this is gonna be Heartseeker. I would have liked to kill that guy before he had done that, but what can you do? There we go. So on that one, I obviously start off Heartseeker, did Upshot, and then I followed it down with the rotation I was talking about. Same thing here, except for I am going to Bard's Arrow this guy. This one I'm going to kill. This guy, I'm going to do that too. Obviously, I'm just going to keep going, penetrating shot, quick shot, back and forth. Long shot once it comes back. The long shot's pretty quick comeback. So there we go. So then I just went back and did. I just kind of rotated there when I had nothing off cooldown. Penetrating shot and quick shot. Go. But yeah, you're gonna rotate probably quick shot, penetrating shot till long shot comes back because long shot it's pretty powerful. Also, as you can see, I have induction and focus spenders and focus builders bonus stacks going on. Same thing here. Let's see if we can drop him before he does something stupid. Nope. So same thing, I'm just going to do that because I want to get my... if I'm doing low cut, I'm just trying to build. It's a way for anything that's close to me to build my focus up super fast. so I can try to get that penetrating shot on. Because penetrating shot does decrease the so you'll see me move now. Penetrating shot does decrease the tactical mitigation. I feared that guy, so he's dead. Right? And I'm not really going to be tapping into my focus builders, the ones before, because I can build focus so quickly through long shots, barbed shot, and quick shot. I will use swift bow every once in a while, just so like if I can get like a chance to get the bonus. Let's see. Let's do this. Let's do Heart Seeker. Let's see how much damage we can actually do. Oh, look at that. We killed him before he could drop a worm. Now that's speed. Alright, so same thing here. We're going to fear this guy. He's obviously not moving. But man, he could. Alright, so let's do this. Long shot's back. If long shot's not back, then I will probably go to swift bow. But as you can see, he's kind of a turret. They really improved his mitigation while standing when doing induction of bow skills. Oh, let's see what we got here. We're going to wait because if I fear one, the other one will pull the other one. It's a whole thing. So let's do this. Let's do Heart Seeker. Tough shot, see if we can drop. We're going to do long shot. Same thing here. Let's do it. Once again, I was going to do low cut because it gives me so much. Let's fear one. Let's kill the others. Who's this other cat? Sir, here we go. Boom. So red line, I'm really starting to love. They do a ton of damage. I think they even do better damage than them. I'm gonna do this. Top shot. Oh, I tried to stop the worm. Nobody can stop the worm from spawning. We're going to clear this out. We're definitely going to kill the first boss. If we get into a little bit of trouble with the second one, then we will probably quit there. Wait for it. You always want to get poison. Oh, no, that's not great. Oopsies. Alright, first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna fear this guy. Because we really just want to fight. We don't fight multiples at a time. It's just... Looks like we're gonna use our heal. Maybe not. This might be a good time to use our... We'll see. We might use our... Yeah, so I'll show you how well the bonfire does. Right camera. Now watch. One tick, boom, all the way up. That's gross, right? Okay, we killed 2. So all we got now is these 2 over here and the main guy. And there it is. Alright. Here we go. Let's just do all of our inductions because there's so many of them. Now, did I make a mistake by shooting too fast? Yes. Yes, I did. Alright, same thing. Ah, he's dead. Alright, let me get a drink. So the first thing I'm going to do to him, Heartseeker, Arrow, Barbed Arrow, and then I'm going to Fear. Because 2 other mobs are going to spawn. So I want him to be bleeding while I'm destroying these guys. Okay, I'm not sure why he did that. We'll see. Alright. Same thing here. Let's do burn. Actually, we'll wait to burn at the end. Alright. He's dead. Now all we got is these worms. Okay, so one of these, I'm gonna keep doing it backwards. We're actually waiting to try to get the big one. There he is. That's what we want this guy. There he is. And there it goes. It's all over. It's all over. That went a little messier than I wanted because the fear broke off the big guy early, but we did pretty decent. Hey, what is that? Wow, I'll be. I didn't know you could get items like that. I didn't know you could get upgraded items. Alright, same thing again. Heal ourselves. Take less damage as long as we have inductions going, so it's always good. I always like doing the inductions when a mob's on me. And low cut. Because then I know all of my focus is being used. So low cut's back. Alright. This is another nasty little pull here. And I've been kind of rammy, so I don't, how well I need this is gonna go. We're gonna pop this or what? gonna fear one of them. But even doing big ones like Heart Seeker when somebody's up with you, it's not bad because it's not going to hurt you, obviously. Alright, heal. Merciful Shepherd. Alright, what do we got here? Are we killing all these? Let's go. Alright, Maze Explorer. Where are you going, bro? Where are you going? Just very confused. Yep. Alright, we're moving right along here. We're gonna go with the big ones here. Maybe even a hard seat. Let's see what a hard seat is. Alright, let's cleanse ourselves because we don't like being dirty. Alright. I'm not too excited about this one. I know it's gonna pop. There it is. Okay, so we're gonna just, obviously, we're trying to get this guy. Go. Alright, same. Now this next pull is awful. Because this is group hits hard. And they hit often. And it's right before the boss. But it's this. There's actually 3 of those. All 3 of these, they're the heavier ones, which means they drop a world too. So absolutely brutal. So let's fear 1. We killed 1 before they dropped, so that's actually pretty good for us. We're gonna do this and heal ourselves. It's not a big deal, but it could be enough. Nope, didn't need that. Let's bubble up. I warned you, that's a rough one. Alright, so this is gonna be it. Let's do our fight. This will be the only thing that saves us. We want to try to get some of our stuff off cooldowns here real fast. Okay, so I do not think we'll survive this. One guy, he's gonna keep spawning stuff in until I kill him. The other guy, he's gonna chase me around. By the way, the first guy's also got a bow, does heavy damage up close. It's not gonna be friendly. This is gonna be really bad. But we're going to try to do best we can. Alright. I just put that up. Let's gather focus. I might throw my bubble on me real fast with Hunter's Cry. I mean, this doesn't really show the red line all that well. It does show how he operates, but he is distance. Um, that's really where he shines. There we go. Oh, come on. Give it to me. There it was. All right, that's fine. Anyway, that's red line. I went to the second boss, which I said had twins. We didn't even finish the first one, so I don't think we would have had much luck against the second. So we'll go through our rotation one more time. As you saw there, I do have long shot followed up with penetrating shot and quick shot, blood arrow, and upshot. But because we're dealing with our 6-man, I'm trying to solo it. I open it up with barb shot, then go through my rotation. But that is my normal rotation, the one I said first. If there's mobs on me, I like to use low cut because it gives me 3 focus and I can start hitting my penetrating shot again. And blood arrow for its back, but it is on a long. Another thing is if I'm taking damage and I don't want it anymore, I can start doing barbed arrow, swift shot, and long shot because anything with an induction, I will get 20% less damage if I'm doing an inductions. Barb's arrow, I'm obviously using to fear that first mob off in groups. Heartseeker, so there's a couple different things I did with Heartseeker. A couple times I used burn hot, then Heartseeker, then upshot. Sometimes I just used Heartseeker followed with barbed arrow, then long arrow went to my regular rotation because I got the 2 bleeds on it. There's also merciful shot, so usually whenever anybody's below 50% health, you can use this. Also, Swift Bow has a small percentage chance of this to make merciful shot available, which usually is only triggered by health. There is focus, intent, concentration. You only want to use in combat, otherwise it's a waste. Hot shot is also a big buff, which we went through. Press onward, which I grabbed in my blue line. That's a heal I'm using. I probably could have used camouflage, but I didn't want to because I just figured I was going to die anyway. Bright campfire is a great way to, in between fights, to get your power and morale back. And Cry of the Hunter is always great for getting stuff off like dazes, stuns, roots. Also starts fellowship maneuvers, but it also has a bubble so you can use it during it. I think that's about it. I mean, I didn't go over Orome's arrow, but this obviously removes a corruption. So I think that's about it. But if, as always, thank you guys so much for watching. It is an honor and a privilege to get to stream for you guys, which I stream every night. Sundays and Mondays, I started doing EverQuest live. Tuesdays and Wednesdays, I play New World Aeternum, which GameSir gave me a controller, a G7. So I do play that on that controller because I'm better at controller on things that move much faster. So if you do have any questions, if you do like those controllers, I will put a link below, and also I will have a link to my TikTok. Just go to my TikTok, check out the showcase. That's a sponsor by us. So absolutely thrilled and amazed that GameSir thinks that our content is good enough for that. So thank you guys so much. And then on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, I stream twice. That's all LOTRO. Saturday, I actually stream from 7 to 9 for the official LOTRO stream. And then usually from 10 to midnight, I do my own personal stream. So thank you guys so much. If you like the content, please like, subscribe. If you want to catch me live, I'm always on Twitch, YouTube, and I've been starting streaming on TikTok lately. So catch me over there. I'll chat with you. I absolutely love when people come in. So thank you guys so much. You guys have been a marvelous support. You guys, the community has been awesome. So thank you guys. And with that, until the next time I see you in the video, may the hairs on your toes grow ever longer. Thank you guys so much for watching this.